I think, yeah, I'm gonna come out with less scars if I get into if I pick less fights. And what I mean by that, I don't mean like literally picking fights, but choosing problems. That's sort of what I mean. So picking battles, choosing fights, like people use those terms a lot, I think, but you gotta pick your battles. You can't fight every battle for it, because a game is a battle in a sense. It's a struggle, it's a conflict. You have to take a thing that doesn't exist and make it exist. That's a struggle. You have to battle against your own abilities and the technology to turn this blank game engine into a thing that represents this idea in your head. That's a battle. And there's a lot of smaller battles that happen in that process, and there is an infinite amount of battles that could happen. And I think a good way to get through a game to actually complete it is to pick battles very carefully. I think it's very easy to try and fight everything and fix everything, but I don't, like, it's tempting, but I don't think I could do that. It's just not pragmatic. Like, there are going to be bugs in the game when it launches. I know that for a certainty, because I know that there's going to be other priorities that come up besides certain bugs. Like, there might be a bug that happens 1 in 1,000 times, but I know that there's probably going to be some other priority that is going to be more important that I'll need to do, and I'll have to decide to pick that battle instead of this one small bug fix. Like, stuff like that. Or another battle I had back last year or sometime, where it was the battle between what kind of level design to do. And I think I'm not sure if I've really confirmed this yet, but I'm kind of I want to explore the more open style of levels. And the reason why is because the linear levels from my previous builds, those battles are very hard. And it's the same battle that Sonic Team had to fight, because if you guys know anything about like the Boost games from the Sonic franchise, you'll know that they have to make like kilometer-long levels, like multiple kilometers long. Very expensive. They've got to make all the assets for them. They got to make like just like a 500-meter straight line. That's 500 meters of models you need to make. But Sonic will run through that in 2 seconds. And for me, that's a battle that I don't want to fight. Because if Sega struggle with that battle, I certainly will too. And I think I could get around that and not fight that battle and pick something else that will work, that I could probably win. And that's why I did an experiment. I did that open level back in July, and people enjoyed that, so that was good. That was like a good test. And I think that's where I want to take it going forward. Mainly because it allows me to reuse more. Like, I can make like I can make maybe like a box that's like, you know, 1 kilometer in diameter. I can fill it with stuff, and it's only 1 kilometer instead of like 50 kilometers like a Sonic level. And I can get people to spend more time in that smaller space. And I think for me as a solo developer, that's an easier battle, because yes, the level itself might have to be bigger or it might have to be more open, but it means that people can spend more time in less like stuff that I have to make, like less unique stuff that I have to make. Because doing a Sonic style or like a Wipeout style level that spans multiple kilometers and you go in one straight line through the whole thing, like imagine spending like a week on this little corridor with putting crates in it and stuff, only for people to only spend a second in it. I think it's much more appealing of a battle for me to create a space that you go through like multiple times, and you can use it in different ways, so that way you're getting the most out of that space. And I spend a significant time building it, but then people spend significant time playing it too. That battle is more appealing to me to fight than doing it Sonic style, because again, Sega struggle with that, and if Sega struggle with that, I'm going to struggle with that. But at least with the other type, it's a different struggle, but I think it's something I could be more suited to. Because I don't enjoy level design the most, and I don't want to spend more time there than I need to, because I'd like to actually enjoy myself while I build this project. So I want to just work to my own strengths, and I think that is an example of a battle that I've had to decide to fight or not to.